Hey everyone, I'm Sison, and today we're taking a look at the Sony DSC-RX100M3. The RX100M3 is Sony's third generation of its RX100 series and ups the ante with quite a few new features, specs, and hardware, all in the same design and form factor of the previous RX100 models. So stay tuned as I take a look at its build, handling, features, image and video quality, and of course, what I personally think of it. Like previous RX100 cameras, the RX100M3 has the same design, and instead of a hot shoe on top of the camera, Sony has opted to move the flash to the middle and have a built-in electronic viewfinder, but I'll talk more about that a little later. Continuing from the top, we have the on and off button, shutter button, and the rocker switch to zoom in and out. And of course, you also have the mode dial. On the side, you see the multi-port and mini HDMI port, and on the other side, you have the switch for the viewfinder and NFC badge. On the back, you have a few buttons and the wheel to navigate through different settings and photos, and of course, a nice high-resolution LCD screen, which can articulate in different angles from shooting selfies to high-angled shots. And of course, at the front you have a Carl Zeiss lens, which is a 24-70mm f1.8 at the wide end and 2.8 at the tele end. The camera weighs approximately 290 grams, and that's with the battery and the memory card included. So it's not that heavy to carry around. However, there is no grip, so it might be a bit slippery when you're trying to handhold it. This is where Sony's optional grip, the AGR2, comes in handy. But if you choose not to get that grip, I do suggest using the wrist strap. As we go through the menus, there are a lot of settings and functions that you can change. So if there's a particular thing that you need to find, it may be a bit cumbersome. Luckily, you do have a few custom buttons you can assign to features that you change often, and the Quick Navi Pro definitely helps remedy this issue by pressing the function button. Now, one of the major new features of this camera is the built-in viewfinder. So Sony has somehow managed to fit one in, and just taking a look through it, it's very sharp, very detailed, and just panning it, there's very little lag or hardly any at all. For the tech people, it's a $1.4 million OLED electronic viewfinder with 100% field coverage. So what you see is exactly what you're going to get. Something that myself and quite a few other people have noticed and find quite annoying is that when you want to tuck away the viewfinder to look at the LCD screen, the whole camera turns off, so you have to turn it on again. This issue can be solved by holding down the power button as you push down the viewfinder. Another new feature which will appeal to video enthusiasts is the ability to shoot in Sony's new codec, XAVCS. This allows you to shoot at a higher bit of 50 megabits per second during movie recording. Bear in mind, you will not be able to record in the XAVCS codec unless you are using an SDXC card that is class 10 or higher. In addition to that, you have dual recording, so you can film in XAVCS and MP4, for example, at the same time, as well as a variety of focus and composition aids for stills and videos, such as grid line, focus peaking, zebra, and a whole lot more. Wi-Fi and NFC is no doubt featured on this camera, so you can control your camera through a smartphone or tablet, and also transfer images and videos. Like some of Sony's other cameras, you also have Play Memories camera apps, and of course, sweet panorama and picture effects. Performance-wise, I wish Sony improved their startup time because it takes about 2 seconds to power the camera and take a photo, and about 1.5 seconds to power down. Autofocus speed is reasonably quick for a compact camera, but nowhere as quick as, say, the A5100 or the A6000. And of course, this camera can shoot at 10 frames per second with the focus and exposure locked onto the first frame. The RX100M3 has a 1-inch 20.1 megapixel sensor, which as far as I know is the same one used in previous RX100 series models. However, in conjunction with the Bionz X processor and the new Carl Zeiss lens, you can expect better quality and low light performance. I recently took this camera to Japan, and it was a perfect travel camera, capturing great vibrant images, and shooting at the wide end also helped a lot in capturing those vast landscapes. Okay, to give you a quick idea of the video quality that you can expect out of this camera, Here is just a quick clip of myself filming with the RX100 Mark III. I have the stabilization turned on, and I'm also shooting in AVC HD. With the camera, of course, the flip-up LCD screen really helps with me composing my shots, so I can see what I'm looking at and if I need to back up or I need to go in a bit. And with the 24 to 70mm lens, I can shoot with myself in the shot, or I can shoot with the whole scene, so it's really easy for me to fit myself, and if I really need to, fit other people in the shot, and of course the scenery. So it's really helpful to have. And if you're going on a holiday or you just want to create some video logs of yourself, this camera is going to be really helpful. Now, despite a few quirks, the RX100 Mark III is definitely a camera you should consider if you value good image quality in a pocket-sized camera. Now, with the amount of features, especially with the built-in viewfinder, this is going to be a great travel camera, or if not, a good secondary camera to accompany your DSLR. Now, the high price tag may throw a few people off from actually buying this camera, and if it does, you can find the previous versions for a much cheaper price. But if you can't afford this camera, you're going to get one of the best, if not the best, pocket camera you can get on the market at the moment. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and if you already own one, let me know what you think of it. And remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more Sony camera reviews and tutorials. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram for more photo updates and sample photos. Until then, happy shooting and thanks for watching.